At my 45th birthday party last year, my father stood up and gave a speech. He said he was disappointed in me, that I was failing at life, that I was 45 years old and still renting an apartment like I was in my 20s. My siblings agreed. All three of them own homes. All have mortgages. All nodded along. My oldest brother said I'd never build wealth. My sister said I was wasting money on rent. I sat there and took it. Didn't argue. Just listened. What they didn't know, I had just hit $1.8 million in investments. I was 6 months away from retiring. At 4 to 5, my siblings, ages 4 to 7, 4 to 9, and 51, all still working full-time. All have 15 to 20 years left on their mortgages. All plan to work until at least 65. I rent a 2-bedroom apartment for $2,200 a month. Have for 20 years. Moved 5 different times to 5 different cities, chasing better jobs and lower rent. Each move increased my salary. Each move let me invest more. Geographic arbitrage made me a millionaire while home ownership kept my siblings trapped. If you've ever felt pressure to buy a house, hit that like button right now, because what I'm about to show you will change how you think about renting versus buying. My name is Alex, and I'm breaking down exactly how staying a renter for 20 years while my siblings bought homes let me retire 4 to 5 while they are still working. Subscribe because I'm showing you that the American dream of home ownership isn't the only path to wealth. Sometimes it's a slower path. Let me take you back to 2005. I'm 25 years old. Just graduated college. Got my first real job in Phoenix. Marketing coordinator. $4,000 to $5,000 per year. I rent a 1-bedroom apartment for $900 a month. My siblings already buying homes. My oldest brother just bought a house in Phoenix for $250,000. My other siblings bought in nearby cities. Everyone expects me to buy too. My parents offered to help with a down payment, $20,000. I think about it. Look at houses. Run the numbers. Mortgage will be around $1,500 a month. Property tax another $300. Insurance $200. Maintenance maybe $200 monthly average. HOA $100. Total $2,300 per month. Plus I'd need to put down $20,000 and be locked into Phoenix. Or I could keep renting for $900. Save $1,300 per month difference. Stay flexible. I choose flexibility. Keep renting. Invest difference. My family is disappointed. They think I'm making a mistake. Throwing away money on rent. Not building equity. I don't argue. Just do my thing. Comment below. Have you ever been pressured to buy a house by family? Because that pressure is real and powerful. Year 1 and 2, 2005 and 2006. I'm renting for $900 monthly, saving and investing $1,300 per month that I'm not spending on ownership costs. My brother who bought is paying $2,300 monthly for his house. Building equity, yes, but also paying interest. Paying for repairs. Tied to Phoenix. Year 2, I get a job offer in Austin. Better job. $60,000 per year. $15,000 raise. If I owned a house, I'd have to sell. Pay realtor fees. Deal with timing. Maybe take a loss if market is down. Huge hassle. But I rent. I give 30 days notice. Pack up. Move to Austin. Rent there. $1,100 for a better apartment. Salary. $60,000. I'm now saving even more. My siblings can't believe I moved. They think I'm unstable. Rootless. Making poor choices. My investments are growing. Already have about $35,000 invested after 2 years. Years 3 through 6. 2007 through 2010. Housing crash happens. My siblings' homes lose value. They're underwater on mortgages. Stuck. Can't move even if they wanted to. I'm renting in Austin. Housing crash doesn't affect me. I keep investing through the crash. Buying stocks cheap. 2009, I get another opportunity. Denver, $80,000 per year. Another $20,000 raise. I move. Rent in Denver, $1,300 for a nice place. Salary up to $80,000. My family thinks I'm crazy. 3 cities in 5 years. No roots. No stability. My investment account, $120,000. The crash actually helped me because I kept buying. Hit that like button if you're seeing the pattern here, because it keeps accelerating. Years 7 through 10, 2011 through 2014. I'm in Denver. Doing well. Get promoted. Making $95,000 by 2014. Rent increases to $1,400. Still way less than ownership costs would be. My siblings are still in their original homes. Home values recovering but slowly. They are stuck in their cities. Missing job opportunities because moving would mean selling houses. I get recruited to Seattle. 2014, $120,000 per year. Tech boom. I move. Fourth city in 10 years. Seattle rent, $1,800 for one bedroom. Expensive city. But my salary is $120. My family has given up criticizing. They just shake their heads. Think I'm weird. My investments, $350,000. Markets recovered. I've been investing aggressively. Years 11 through 15. 2015 through 2019. Seattle tech boom continues. I switched companies twice. Not moving cities, but switching jobs. Salary goes from $120 to $160 by 2019. Huge jump. Rent increases to $2,000 in Seattle. City got more expensive. But my salary increased faster than rent. I'm saving and investing massively. Maxing 401k. Maxing IRA. Putting extra into taxable brokerage. My siblings are still in their homes. Values have recovered and increased. They have equity, but they are also still working. Still paying mortgages. Still tied to their cities. My investments, $850,000 by end of 2019. Drop a comment. Would you rather own a house or have $850,000 invested? Think carefully. Years 16 through 20. 2020 through 2024. COVID hits. Remote work becomes normal. I can work from anywhere. Move to Boise, Idaho in 2021. Lower cost of living. Keep my Seattle salary. Rent in Boise, $1,600 for a nice two-bedroom. Salary still $160 remotely. This is a move that really accelerates my wealth. High salary, lower expenses. I'm investing $4,000 plus per month. Markets are good despite COVID chaos. By 2024, my 45th birthday, I hit $1.8 million in investments. I can safely withdraw $72,000 per year using 4% rule. My expenses in Boise are about $4,000 to $5,000 annually, including rent. I have a $27,000 surplus every year. Forever. I quit my job. Retire at 4 to 5. My siblings are 4 to 7, 4 to 9, and 51. Still working. Plan to work another 15 to 20 years. They own their homes, have significant equity, but they're not financially free. Here's the exact breakdown. 20 years of financial choices. My path. Rented 5 different cities. Phoenix, Austin, Denver, Seattle, Boise. Average rent over 20 years, $1,500 monthly. Total spent on rent, $360,000. But salary went from $4,000 to $5,000 to $160,000 through strategic moves. Total extra earnings from moves, approximately $500,000 more than if I'd stayed in Phoenix. Invested aggressively for 20 years. Started with $0. Now have $1.8 million. Retired at 4 to 5. Will never work again unless I want to. My siblings' path. All bought homes in 2005 to 2007. All still live in original cities. Phoenix and surrounding areas. Salaries stagnated because they couldn't chase opportunities. Average salary, $8,000 to $5,000. $20,000 less than me. Home values increased. Equity built up. Average home equity, $350,000. But they still have mortgages. Still working. Won't retire until 6 to 5 at earliest. Total net worth, similar to mine when you had equity plus retirement savings. The difference, I'm retired at 4 to 5. They are working until 6 to 5. 20 years of freedom is a real wealth gap. Smash that like button if this is making you rethink the rent versus buy debate. Last Thanksgiving, my family gathered. First time since my 45th birthday speech. My dad asked what I'm doing for work these days. I said I retired. Silence. Confused looks. My brother asked what I mean retired. You're 4 to 5. I explained. $1.8 million invested. 4% withdrawal rate. $7,000 to $2,000 annual income. $4,000 to $5,000 expenses. I'm done working. More silence. My sister asked how. You rent. You never bought a house. How do you have $1.8 million? I walked them through it. 20 years of renting. 5 moves. Each move increased salary. Invested the difference between rent and ownership costs. Invested the extra salary. Markets compounded. Geographic arbitrage worked. My dad was quiet, then said he was wrong at my birthday. Said I clearly knew what I was doing. My siblings were stunned. They have equity in homes, but they are still working. I have liquid investments, and I'm retired. Different strategies, different outcomes. Should everyone rent forever? No. But here's what most people miss about the rent versus buy decision. Reality 1. Renting provides flexibility. I moved 5 times in 20 years. Each move increased my income. Couldn't have done that with a house. Reality 2. The rent versus ownership cost difference is investable. I saved thousands monthly by renting cheaper than ownership. Invested it. That money grew. Reality 3. Career mobility is worth more than equity. My salary went from 4 to 5 to 160 because I could move. My siblings stayed at 8 to 5 because they were stuck. Reality 4. Geographic arbitrage is powerful. I lived in expensive cities when I needed to for career. Moved to cheap city when I could work remotely. Best of both worlds. Reality 5. Liquidity beats equity for early retirement. My siblings have equity but can't access it without selling. My investments are liquid. I can retire now. When should you buy? When you're truly settled. When you've maxed your earning potential. When you're ready to stay 10 plus years. When you're financially stable enough that the house won't trap you. For me, buying would have trapped me at 4 to 5,000 in Phoenix. Renting let me get to 160 and retire at 4 to 5. Subscribe right now for more unconventional wealth strategies that actually work. My family gets it now. Renting wasn't failing. It was strategic. The lack of a mortgage wasn't weakness. It was freedom. I'm 4 to 5 and retired. They are late 40s or early 50s and working. I won by renting. They are trapped by owning. Comment one final time. Would you rather own a house and work until 6 to 5 or rent forever and retire at 4 to 5? Your honest answer. Bottom line, my family disowned me for renting at age 4 to 5. Called me a failure. Said I'd never build wealth. I had $1.8 million invested. Retired 6 months later. My siblings own homes. Have equity, but they're all still working. Plan to work 20 more years. I moved 5 times in 20 years. Chased raises. Invested the difference between rent and ownership. Geographic arbitrage plus aggressive investing beat homeownership. Homeownership isn't the only path to wealth. For me, it would have been the path to staying poor and working forever. Renting gave me freedom. Freedom gave me wealth. Wealth gave me retirement at 4 to 5. My family learned this at my retirement party. You can learn it right now for free. Choose wisely.